So I just received another package. I think these are the C123 helicopters in here. I had a sneak peek. So I got the police version, and also I got the other version, the civilian version. So we'll see what they look like, and then I'll do a comparison to the other recent helicopters. Yuxiang and RCERA have been extremely busy. I mean, RCERA, they're sister companies from what I know, but you could tell RCERA for sure has been extremely busy, and they have future plans coming in. Of note, for me at least, I'm going to really enjoy the Bell 222 and the 214. They look really cool. I see a Black Hawk here too. So let's see what they bring. In addition, I see a Cobra or an Apache here on the RCERA version. So we have, that's the C159, or it's very similar to the C187. You got the C138 that's coming out, these two, and then you have the C190, and then another C190. But let's see, this is the C123, and its picture, picture's not here, but anyways, C123. All right, as usual, you have the manual, Chinese on this side, English on this side. Your typical manual from RCERA talks about the warnings, the dimensions. See the dimensions. It takes a 400 milliamp hour battery, and I'm thinking this is also lithium ion. Yes, they're typical lithium ion batteries. I'm going to open the box in a second, but let's see. Yeah, it's the upgraded radio. It's a little different, this radio, so we'll have to take a look at that. The radio has a few other functions for inverted flight, for 3D flight. I think you have to press this. Downwards is a debugging mode, which is the secret method that we didn't know before, and we found out by talking to their engineers. But they show it here. So it's called the debug mode. That's when you have to level, your gyro is leveled and trimmed. You could do, okay, we'll have to read about the flipping. But anyways, let's look at it. Comes with your typical stuff. Charging unit. Here's the helicopter. Oh. It is champagne. Definitely champagne colored. Wide stance. Optical flow sensor. I'm not sure what this is in the bottom. Could be a scale issue item. This comes off. Okay, so mine has the LED off, but that goes in there in the hole. Very similar to the other ones with regards to battery and switch. This is the switch, turn on and off switch. The blades have a little different contour than the other ones. For example, let's compare it to the C159. See, the blades are slightly different shape at the tips. Different shape at the tips. You can actually see it this way. You see the tips. They're little, the profile is a little different too, for, 3D flight. This one's more of a, it's got a sort of a fixed wing profile. They get a little bit more lift. This one is going to rely on pitch, and it's flatter in the bottom. I'll put them side by side later. This is a 135, and that the C159 is also a 135. Very nice. It has a lot of scale details, the antennas. Most important part is this fenestron, which I really like, the fact that it's scale. It looks scale. It's got LED lights, nav lights in the back on the fins, and one light on the top of the rudder or the tail fin. Very nice. The finish is very glossy, so very nice. So this is the civilian version, and it clicks in place. It's got a little bit of a, you see a light here, like a, it's this one's simulated. It's not actual LED. The LEDs are in the back. Okay, the radio feels the same. It's got 3 modes here, just like the other ones. Up is on. I think 3D mode. I'm gonna have to read about it, but I think there's a sequence that we have to go in. We're going the 3D. It's got a cutaway view of. It should have a cutaway view of the helicopter. It shows you where all the connectors are here on the gyro board, the flight control board. Here's the cutaway. Oh, this seems to be all right. This one doesn't have a gear. Big difference between all the other ones. First time I think I've seen a direct drive RCERA helicopter. Every single one of them has gears on the main shaft. So this one is a direct drive. So it's a 3S direct drive helicopter. Flies on 11.1 volts. Great, lithium ion, 400 milliamp hour, 11.1 volts. The flying time is probably a little less because of the higher head speed. So it's got the troubleshooting here. Okay, and then after that is in Chinese. Okay, so let's see the flying time. Flying time, 7 to 9 minutes. Now, out of my C190, I'm getting around 10 minutes. They claim 12, but I get around 10. Maybe it's the heat of the summer. So let's look at this. Oh, before I finish, you also get some spare blades here, main blades. 2 batteries for me. Spare blades, radio, okay. This is this one. And let's put it next to C190. 2 new products. You can see the comparison. It's smaller. A little bit smaller. C190, as I've said before, is got a lot of similarities to the C189. These are the size differences. And then if you compare it to the C159, you will see this. C159, C123, C190, C189. I have to figure out what the numbering sequence is. I think they just make it up. But anyways, they're identifying it with some sort of numbering. And then of course you have the C187 here, which is the same, which is really the same as the C159. But this I got from Yuxiang, and it's got an optical flow sensor. So the C159 that I got didn't have an optical flow sensor, but I'm using them. I'm using the same radio for all of them. I'm using the C189 radio for all these helicopters. Okay, so then let's move these and let's look at the police version. The police version comes with some stickers in addition to, I'm just going to go directly to the helicopter because everything else is the same. Very nice. Christmas in July. I'm loving this. This is awesome. Let's put this aside, put it aside for a second. All right. Nice. The colors really stand out on this helicopter. Very nice. So here's the two of them side by side. Let's put this. Beautiful. Again, direct drive. That was a surprise. I never really realized it until now, until looking at the drawings, that these are direct drive. So a fair comparison would be with the Yuxiang version of the EC135, which is bigger. Bigger by this much. Direct drive, direct drive. The difference is that this one has a propeller in the back, has a tail rotor. That is not a fenestron. It's clear plastic on this one. On the Yuxiang version, it's a black plastic, but on this one, it's a clear plastic. Whereas this one is a fenestron, which is much more scale. As you know, the C190 with RCERA, this is the C190, is about the same size as the Yuxiang version EC135, but has a fenestron. In my opinion, this is a very nice helicopter. It comes with a lot of nice technology, but it doesn't have enough controllability, and the head speed is very high. So like it doesn't have enough roll, even at the high mode. On the high rates, it doesn't have enough. Whereas this one here is not as stable when it comes to optical flow, but it does have much better controllability and maneuverability. My preference is this at this time over the Yuxiang version, but I like them all. You know, if I didn't, I wouldn't be having all these models. So this is great, okay, by Yuxiang. I've done another video comparing the details with the C190. But just to let you see this stuff, you got the 123s are here, C123s. And another comparison in size to the 159 and the 187. Anyhow, beautiful. Beautiful models. Let's open this one up. Battery basically fits in here, 11.1 volts, just like all the other ones. very standard on RCERA. This one and their C189. One of my favorites, by the way. Although this one initially had some flyaway problems, this is an amazing model for many reasons. Same thing, see, it fits in there. Anyhow, I'll be flying them soon, and I'll be making some footage on that. All right, thank you. Here's a close-up comparison. This is the C123, C159. This one has gears on the main drive and a direct drive, and it's not brushless. This helicopter has two conventional motors on the tail and the main, and has a gear. This one, the C123s, have brushless motors both on the tail and in the main drive. No gears on this, so less maintenance, less headaches with stripping gears. Really nice design. And then if you want to compare it to the other H145, which is it's a different helicopter, really, in real life. It's got 5 blades. The real one has 5 blades, and it's a different model altogether. The fins are different in the back. You don't have the wings are different actually. So this one has a gear. It's 2 brushless units, but has a gear inside. And it's the same head as before, as I've said many times. So it flies a lot like the 189. Just wanted to make sure I give the comparisons properly. And then we have, this one is the other one, another 135 by Yuxiang F06. And if you want to just compare apples to apples, you can see that this is a, I mean, I don't know, this doesn't look very scale if you ask me. It's a little fat compared to the real EC135, but I may be wrong. Especially in these areas, it doesn't look very scale. This one has a little rounder, but these are 135s. See the tail fin? This one has a tail rotor. This is scale. It's got a fenestron. Great times. Nice products. These EC135s and 145s are my favorite helicopters. Here's another look at the lineup here. One H145 or C190, EC135 by Yuxiang. This one's RCERA, C123, RCERA, C123 Police, C187. Top view. See, these guys are about, I don't know, 5 centimeters bigger, longer. All right.